What is good, everybody? It is your boy Champagne Chico, and we are back with Chico's Choices. It is a weekly thing. This week, I don't know how we did, to be honest. I mean, I know that we got the 49ers wrong because they lost by 2, and they got to field goal range, and then the rookie Jake Moody missed the field goal, which wasn't the best feeling in the world because I liked him in college. I thought he was really good in college. He was. I guess the NFL atmosphere is just different. As far as the other picks, I'm not 100% sure what I picked. I know that I probably picked the Falcons over the Commanders, but the Commanders ended up winning. Ravens beat the Titans. The Titans are currently putting Derrick Henry on the trade block, or they're listening to offers, so that's interesting. We had recorded it after the Thursday night football game, so that was basically an easy W because everybody knew that the Chiefs were going to win. The Vikings beat the Bears. I don't know how they beat them barely, but nor here or there. Seahawks lost to the Bengals. I can't remember who I picked, but you'll see it in a clip either before I start talking about this or after. Chiefs, obviously, Ravens, Falcons, Bears, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, Jaguars, Dolphins, Raiders, Lions, Rams, Eagles, Bills, and the Chargers. The Bills barely beat the Giants, and that was such an unentertaining game. As much as I like watching Josh Allen and the Bills in general, it was just not entertaining at all. Cowboys, Chargers. The Cowboys won with a pick from Justin Herbert when he was getting hit on the sack. So, hopping into Week 7 of the NFL football season 2023. I'm surprised we're even this far in. We're about to hit the trade deadline. We're about to hit the trade deadline already in the season, and it feels like we just started the season. But the Jaguars Saints is tonight. I think I have the Jaguars. As much as Trevor Lawrence is questionable right now, it seems like he's been working towards playing tonight. I think either way, the Jaguars win. Their defense is very good. Travis Etienne can just have a game if they end up going the way of Trevor Lawrence waiting a week. The Saints look a little dysfunctional, and I think the Jaguars can come out going 5-2. Lions at Ravens. I have the Lions. They look a lot more put together than the Ravens do. It's difficult. And then I think this is going to be a big Jahmyr Gibbs game since he's probably going to be playing. I'm hoping that he plays. I really liked him at Alabama. I just hope that he gets the reps that he's supposed to get. They've been giving it a lot to David Montgomery, and it's just been... I mean, he's been getting the touchdowns, he's been getting the yards, but they basically been force-feeding David Montgomery when they could be trying out Jahmyr Gibbs. But I'm not a football coach. I'm not a football coach. I just think that he should be getting more reps as a rookie. Raiders at Bears. I'm going to have the Raiders. The Bears, it seems like Justin Fields won't be able to play this week. And that's a big piece of their offense, even though they like to say that it's not. I think that's really what wins and loses their games. So I have the Raiders beating them, with the Raiders defense basically probably being the pivotal factor of this because the Bears defense is a little iffy. Browns at Colts. With Anthony Richardson out, I think they're just going to start plummeting down and just start losing. It could be good. It could be good that they do lose just because they could get Marvin Harrison at the end of the season. It depends on how many more games the bad teams like the Bears and Patriots and all those teams lose. I don't assume that the Patriots are going to win a lot more games, so they'll probably have one of the top picks. The Panthers as well. We'll talk about them soon. I think they have a bye week. We have a lot of teams with the bye week this week. So this might be shorter than usual, even though these are usually pretty much to the point. Bills, Patriots. I have the Bills beating the crap out of the Patriots just because they do a lot better against teams that are in the division. This last week was just... I don't know what it was. I really don't. The Giants defense was locking down the offense, and the Bills defense could only do so much to stop them from getting field goals. So the offense just wasn't able to score much. They ended up getting one last touchdown and stopping the Giants from getting any scores up on the board. But the Commanders at the Giants, I'm going to have Commanders. The Giants, just as long as they don't have Daniel Jones. Tyrod Taylor looked good, but they have a little too many injuries to be able to consider as a very reliable option in terms of just winning, even if they're at their stadium. I have Commanders. Falcons, Buccaneers. I'm going to have the Buccaneers. I think this last week they just faced a much better opponent, and I think that's going to continue to be a thing whenever they do, but I think they'll beat the Falcons. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Not high-scoring, maybe in the 20s, like 28-21 maybe. Steelers, Rams. I'm going to have the Rams. I'm going to have the Rams. Now that Cooper Kupp and Nakua is across the field from each other, I think they can do a lot more. I think they did win last week, but that was basically like a warm-up game for Cooper Kupp. Steelers, just, they're good against the people in their division, and then the rest of the league, they just don't care. So I'm going to have the Rams. Cardinals at Seahawks. I'm going to have the Seahawks. I think the Cardinals are going to be one of the top teams in the draft in terms of picks. That's just a given. Kyler Murray is supposed to be coming back soon. If they're going to use him, I don't know. They're supposedly trying to, but we'll see about that. Packers, Broncos. I'm going to have the Packers. I'm going to have the Packers. I think Jordan Love is going to come out shooting and hopefully do well. The Broncos are just so unpredictable sometimes, but I'm going to have the Packers. I just don't trust the defense of the Broncos to be able to do much. Chargers at Chiefs. This is going to be probably a good game, but I think I'm going to have the Chiefs winning. I think I am. I think it's going to be a little back and forth. I think Travis Kelce is going to get a lot of receptions. Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, they need to give him the ball more so he can just get back to speed. But I want the Chargers to win, but I feel like the Chiefs are going to win, and that's going to put the Chargers in a difficult situation going 2-4. This is almost like a must-win game for them to be able to be comfortable in the conference. But Dolphins, Eagles, I have the Dolphins. The Eagles have not looked like the team that they were last year. They don't look like the team that they were last year. It's a little concerning, and the Dolphins have been basically going through everybody except for the Bills, and they bounced back from the Bills game to beating the Panthers. I mean, it's not like it was or the Panthers and the Giants, but it's not like it was wow, what a difficult team to beat after the Bills. But it's good warm-up games to get your confidence back, and now facing the Philadelphia Eagles, this is really going to tell all in terms of the Dolphins being a legitimate team for the Super Bowl. But the last game is the 49ers-Vikings. And the 49ers, I think, have a bye week next week, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have to take a look. Shit. Did I just go to the same one? No. There's no bye weeks. Oh, so it's the week after this one. So, So what I've been hearing, the reason why I was questioning that was because I've been hearing that Christian McCaffrey might sit out, and I thought next week was the bye week, so he was going to take these 2 weeks and come back stronger. But it seems like his bye week is actually week 9, and then it's, yeah, week 9 is a 49ers bye week. Oof. What do they do with that? That's a difficult spot to figure that out because he could get a more significant injury. I'm still going to have the 49ers. It's just, I think that defense is going to stop the Vikings completely. So to go over the picks one more time, just so we can make sure that we're clear. Hopefully our record is good after last week. It seemed like in the last episode I really didn't know my picks because I ended up not picking the Bengals with the team that they were facing in that week. But they ended up beating the team that they were facing. But we'll leave it to future me to figure that out. And the Jaguars were the first team that I picked, following up with the Lions as the first game on Sunday. Raiders, Browns, Bills, Commanders, Buccaneers, Rams, Seahawks, Packers, Chiefs, even though I feel like the Chargers are going to win it, Chiefs, Dolphins, and 49ers. I'm pretty confident in my picks. I'm always confident in my picks. I wouldn't be making these picks if I wasn't confident. But it's been an interesting first 6 weeks of the season. The Dolphins have been amazing, other than the one game that they were struggling against the Bills. But I think the second that Jalen Ramsey comes back, it's going to be a nice divisional matchup at the end of the season. And I might want to go. It's in Miami. Last game of the season. Bills Dolphins, that's a really good matchup. Hopefully it's a really good matchup if the Bills continue to keep it up in terms of just staying relevant. But if you did enjoy, if you agree with my picks, go down there and like so more people can see it. If you don't, still go down there and like, but let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you feel like is gonna happen, like upsets and things of that nature. But while you're down there, subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of these Chicos choices for the next 10 weeks of the season. 10, 11 weeks, maybe in the playoffs, but we'll see. But I will see you in the next video. Peace.